All right, boys. I'm back out here working on the car. It's about 2 weeks now since we got this car. It's actually exactly 2 weeks. I'll show you the good, what I've done here. This, you can't, okay, we'll get up on there. See, that's a brand new coilover strut down there. All new brakes. You know, I had to get that all done. There was rust here that I did some grinding down, and then I just ordered some flimsy thing from Amazon, and it looks good. It looks all right. There's a bit of a bubble there, but what are you gonna do? Did the same thing on this side, except the rust was way worse, and now there's no metal to hold this, so it's just gonna, you know, it looks better than it was when I got it. Same thing, coilovers under there. You can see this. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Little orb weaver. All right, new brakes there. It's not what I want to show you. I have the struts for these. One of the cam bolt, not the cam bolt, one of the bolts that keep the strut on the knuckle is not coming off. So I'm gonna have to cut it. In order to do that, I gotta get the pot from Subaru, which is not open over the weekend, so I'll be stopping by there tomorrow, get that cut, and we'll do the struts at a later date. But what I've done here, I've pulled out the airbox, pulled out the battery, because there's an oil leak in this car. It's not the head gaskets. You'd think it was, it's not. Those, I think, had been replaced at some point in this car's life, so those are doing great. But the valve covers, I believe, were leaking because they always leak. So I got that one replaced. See that blue line in there? The problem with these motors is they're boxer engines, right? So you got cylinder 2 and 4 here. And then on this side, you've got 1 and 3. Normally, on a regular 4-banger, you got either horizontal or vertical, just 4 cylinders in a row, right? You got a straight 4, boom, 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 boom. The valve covers, the valve train is going to be up here, and the cover is going to be right on it. Pop it off, put a new gasket on, you're done. Subaru has made a boxer engine. The concept of it is to keep the center of gravity low, so the whole engine sits real low in the bay, and all the weight's at the base. Great concept, really shitty to work on, right? So what I spent all day doing is just trying to get these bolts off. You know, these are easy. You get those 3. Those down there are almost impossible to get. Those 2, you know, you can get. This one in the back, you can get from the top. You get it all off, and then this cover right here, you know, where the blue line's meeting, doesn't come out of the engine bay. It's the valve train sits up high in here, and you can't get it off. So you gotta go into the car and jack up the engine. But to do that, you have to take the engine mounts off. You take the bolt off the engine mount just to jack up the engine, just to get the valve cover off. So that's what I've been dealing with. I also replaced, let's see, there's a fuel sending unit, not a sending unit, a pressure switch over there. I actually pulled it out. I haven't put that back in yet. I replaced there's 2 of them on either side. I already replaced that one. Those were both leaking. Place is a mess. I've been working all day. This is the filler neck, and I replaced the O-ring on that because the other one is shot. It's hot, it's brittle, it's flat, and it was leaking everywhere. So I was only able to do one side because I could not get the bolts out of the engine mount on this side, nor could I get the lower bolts off of there. It's seized on there. So I scrapped it because, you know, time. We're gonna have to come back to it. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get that bolt off without snapping it, and then we have a much bigger problem. But I feel after replacing all these parts that were leaking oil, if this is seeping a little oil down here, it's not going to be a huge deal. Last thing I'm going to do, probably tonight, depending on the time, this is the power steering reservoir. This hose developed a leak, and you can see because it's right there at the end, it's all wet. Down here at the neck, you can see it's all wet, which normally would be a big deal. Slow leak, fine. Just a little air coming in on this return line messes up the power steering like you wouldn't believe. And that's what we're dealing with at very low speeds on turns. When you stopped and you're trying to turn, it'll start hiccuping because there's bubbles in the line. So I got a new hose. It's sitting here. It's just waiting to go in. Time will tell if I do that tonight. Right now, I'm just focused on getting everything back together. And once it is, it's all good. While I was in here, I did the spark plugs because, you know, whatever. You're already there. That's it, boys. And this is my setup right now. I got a little tent because it was fucking hot today. Trying to get out of the sun. Just trash fucking everywhere. Cars out here, and you know, it's about to get real dark. So I hope everyone had a good Sunday. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.